What's up, guys? I'm Ryan. This is RC Tech TV, and today we are going to be doing an unboxing. This is for the HobbyWing XR8 Short Course Truck Edition. So, the reason that I selected this specific ESC, Ty Tessman runs it in his XB8 buggy, and after looking at some of the reviews, so they have the XR8 Short Course Truck Edition, and then they also have the XR8 Plus. And so really the only differences I could find off the bat, I believe the XR8 Plus is 150 amp standard rated, and the Short Course is 140 amp. So there's a 10 amp difference. The Short Course Truck Edition, or I'll just call it SCT from here out, is 30% smaller in size. And so you do save a little bit of weight on that aspect, and so you'll also save a little bit of size as well. I'll kind of do a revolution around the box here just so you can kind of see everything that's going to come to you when you open it. This is brand new in the plastic, and so this one will be going in my X-Ray XB8 as well. This one is about $50 cheaper on AMain, and so I'll make sure to put a link in the description below. So if you guys want to check these out, these ones run about $100, which is, I would say, an excellent deal given the certain prices for various ESCs on the market currently available. I know some of them just off the bat can be 200 plus. So anyways, this is a great cost option. I'm really excited to go out there and try it. So we're gonna see how it goes. So I guess now we'll get into the bread and butter of it, and we will cut this guy open. And so I was really taking my time this season to select a electronics manufacturer that not only really services everything I need as far as a racer, like, you know, just a solid ESC, well built with great components and quality electronics. There were some of the things that I really felt were necessary, and one being the high voltage BEC. Some people like to run a little bit, we'll say, non-expo steering where you get nice, smooth, slow transitions. I like to be able to kind of move that servo pretty quick in the need for a turn or something like that. So as we open it up here, pull the box off. Great packaging, by the way. A lot of times you just see them kind of stuck in a box, but this thing is actually very well packaged in there. So I guess we'll just pull that out and kind of go through. We'll do the accessories you're going to get in the box first. It looks like everything you pretty much need to get right on the track after you put this guy in. So you do get 2 zip ties to secure your wires once you're installed. A really beefy fan, wow, that's really cool. So this is a 6 volt, we'll just call it 0.20 amp fan. Looks like it comes with some soft mount material or 2-sided tape, but I believe this does screw into the top up here underneath the fan protector. I gotta say, that's a really beefy fan, so I'm definitely excited to try that out. Looks like you do get some wiring. We'll take a look at the length on that. So multicolor wiring. You know, I gotta say, personally, I am not the biggest fan on different colors of wiring. I kind of just like to do all black or a color that matches my vehicle. That's just pure aesthetics. It has nothing to do with performance and function. This is 12 gauge silicone wrapped short strand wire, so this is definitely will take all of the power you can put through it. So looks to be, I would say, 7.5 to 8 inches in length out of the box. So of course you have your black and red for power, and then your yellow, orange, and blue for your phase wires. So as we move along here, it looks like you get pretty in-depth manual. I'm not gonna open this thing up and show you guys all of it for the install functions. But just to quickly read down the list here, this is 150 amp well, there's something interesting. Okay, so I see what they've done here. So in addition to what I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to show this up. I really wasn't going to go this far. But they do give you almost a side-by-side comparison on these two ESCs. I don't know if you can make it out or not. If you can, pause it and watch it. If not, I'm sure it'll be available on a quick Google search. But everything relatively looks the same. As far as the only thing I really see a big difference on is 10 amps of continuous power and the size. So anyways, moving on here, we'll get rid of the boring part and get into the juicy stuff. Looks like we got some some heat shrink for your wiring once you're done soldering, and of course a cute little HobbyWing. Okay, so this is one thing that I probably would say as a consumer I would like to see. Can we do matching, like maybe two of these each color? I don't really use the pink or the blue, just the black. But one thing obviously us guys who are out there on the track like to do is definitely show off you know, stickers for the components that we're using on our vehicles. I would like to see two of these because I do have two sides of the car, so maybe just two of these, each one of these, or you know, something of the like. But we got, you know, a bunch of stickers at all different sizes, so I can't really make both sides of my vehicles identical for kind of showing off the components that are in my vehicle. So that is my only con, pro and con this far. We'll get this stuff out of the way, and we'll leave that there so you guys can see it. Alright, so as we pop this guy out here, again, A+ job on the packaging. I think that's really nice to see. And then also, if you're ever going to store this, it's kind of something you can put back into the packaging and have it secured and locked in without bumbling around. Well, I gotta say, guys, wow, this thing is very, very, very well built. You're looking at an all aluminum top. And a plastic bottom here with some stickers on it. So of course you have your A, B, and C phase wires, and then your negative and positive input from your battery. So this thing is really well built. I mean, I gotta say, this is definitely taking some of those competitors and kind of just leaps and bounds past them. I mean, this thing is very, very well built. Very impressed with the construction and component of this vehicle. Oh, and this is something I just noticed as well. There's already a fan installed in it, so they're not only giving you one fan, they're giving you two. So if something does go bad, if you get some dirt or rocks in there and lose a blade, they're giving you one backed up, ready to go out of the box. You don't even have to jump on the website. I mean, just, that's pretty cool. So thumbs up to you guys for HobbyWing for doing that. I have not seen that in any other components on the market, actually, that I know of, that give you an extra fan in the box. If they do, great. But anyway, so back to this one here. I mean, really well built. So you got your JR plug-in here for your receiver, and then the button on this thing is actually, you can hear that. That's really nice. And so I believe that is your function key. And so while we're on this, one thing I do want to mention, excuse me, is that you get 3 basic programming options. You have the standalone LED card, which we're all familiar with. You plug it into here, and it will let you adjust all the values for power and braking and bias and all that stuff within the unit. And then you also have the ability to plug in through the port on here and right here on this one. And that will give you the ability to tune it from your PC computer itself, whether it be a tablet, a laptop, or a desktop. And so some of the guys who run these currently tell me that it's almost exclusively to want to tune it on your computer. I guess you get a lot more options that way and a lot more tunability. And so that is kind of the general consensus with the gentlemen that I know personally running these, that you probably should want to tune it from your computer, at least initially, and then maybe come back with a LCD card at the track and tune it from that point on. And so that is the options for these. I do not believe either the XR8 Plus or the Short Course Edition can be tuned from the unit itself, meaning your set function keys on here. So that's just something to keep in mind. I may be wrong on that. I am going to do a follow-up video on this guy, maybe towards the middle of the season once we get some runtime, some usage, and some user feedback. I think that's very important for the video to kind of see itself out. So I may link it to the end of this video and kind of just come back and touch base with it, or I may create a second video. So definitely make sure you subscribe to see if to see kind of how I let that format go. I'll probably just do a second video because this one will already be out on the internet. And so yeah, that's pretty much the HobbyWing XR8 Short Course Edition in a box. This thing is just, I'm very, very, very impressed with the workmanship, quality, and material selection. I'm actually an engineer myself, so when I look at these things, I look to see what kind of manufacturing practices were used to bring this product to the box. And I can honestly say there are quite a few machining and post processes necessary to get this surface finish versus something which you'd maybe see currently on the market, which is plastic injection molding. I hate that stuff, especially when it comes to the protection of the electrical components in your vehicle. My gosh, I don't know how many of those things I have had issues with in the past. They crack, they get, the first scratch gets a bunch of dirt stuck in it. This thing's all black, so you're not going to have any of those issues. So yeah, we're going to set this down, we're going to go install it, we're going to do some track testing and just some field usage and really put this guy through the paces. And so I look forward to having you all back for that. So thanks for sticking around. This is RC Tech TV. I'm Ryan, and today we did the unboxing of the HobbyWing Z-Run XR8 Short Course Edition. See you guys.